than a decade of operation has passed, and our mines are now about to be exhausted. Therefore, we've been reducing our operation. We do not explore anymore. Our activities are only processing and sending the ore bars to be purified into gold and silver. This heavy equipment is still busy loading and hauling the ore. Around 400 employees and 900 contractors still operate and monitor the equipment. But soon, all this activity will cease. In 1976, Rio Tinto's exploration team discovered gold in the area of the current Kelian Equatorial mining site. In February 1985, Kem obtained a contract of work under a presidential decree. Further evaluation and feasibility studies followed, and we were approved to proceed with the project development in 1990. Commercial production commenced in January 1992.
Kem has met many challenges through the exploration, development and operations phases. Although Kem is now moving into its final phase, there are still a number of challenges to address if Kem is to achieve responsible mine closure with sustainable solutions. Although Kem operates in a remote location, management and employees have worked hard to establish international standards for the operation. We have focused on safety with implementation of the KES-Kem system, which is based on NOSA standards. We have implemented the environmental management system to ISO 14001 standards. We have provided high levels of training to our employees and have provided opportunities for personal development. We have worked to implement world-class practices throughout the operation. We have supported many community and regional development programs. We have consulted with stakeholders in development of mine closure directions.
To prepare for the closure of the mine, we've already established a Mine Closure Steering Committee, or MCSC. The members of MCSC come from central and local government, the local community, the local NGO Lembaga Kesejahteraan Masyarakat Tambang dan Lingkungan, the West Kutai Custom Council, ITB, Rio Tinto and Kem.
The MCSC is an innovative response by Kem and its stakeholders. The major challenge of how do you go about closing a big mine in a rural area? Closure is a difficult and emotive issue. Who will take responsibility for the dams? What standards are acceptable before the operator can leave? Under reformasi and autonomy legislation, what is the relationship and responsibilities of local, provincial and national government? The MCSC tackled all these questions and more to produce a closure plan that's agreed by all key stakeholders, government, community and company.
Kem gold ore reserves will be exhausted in the second quarter of 2005, and Kem is committed to achieving responsible mine closure through sustainable development that offers sustainable solutions and a future for the key stakeholders.
Kebijakan lingkungan PT Kelian Equatorial Mining adalah melakukan solusi berkelanjutan untuk mengurangi dampak-dampak lingkungan khususnya pada akhir tambang. Kemudian juga menjaga kualitas air sampai mencapai standar-standar pemerintah. Kemudian PT Kelian telah melakukan rehabilitasi di areal-areal sesuai dengan perjanjian pinjam pakai. Rehabilitasi yang dilakukan adalah rehabilitasi progresif yang sampai saat ini sekitar 80% areal telah selesai direhabilitasi. Sampai 2004 diperkirakan 95% areal akan selesai direhabilitasi dan rehabilitasi akan selesai pada tahun 2006 rencananya.
To perform activities like sterilization in areas that are thought to contain gold, we will implement an alluvial sterilization project along with the community. The ex-accommodation will become wetland areas after the sterilization process is finished. the wetland construction is planned to be finished by mid-2007, and in 2008, the wetland will already be operational. One project included in the mine closure program and related to environmental issues is, among many others, the Namuk Dam Remediation Project. We expect to acquire a safety certificate from the government to prove that the dam construction is both stable and safe and will last for many years to come. The monitoring project, or structural observation on water quality and the dam itself, will be conducted using funding specifically reserved for this purpose by KEM. Due to the plan to change the status of KEM's forest from limited production status to protected forest status, we are forming a team of community-based rangers under the Forestry Police Force, whose members will be drafted from the surrounding community. This step has been taken to encourage the community to play its part in preserving the environment. A Forest Site Management Board has been established to manage the implementation of the Monitoring and Maintenance Fund. It is a must that we preserve the ecosystem in accordance with the Borrow and Use Agreement. One way to do so is by encouraging rehabilitation. In 2003 and 2004, the polishing pond was dredged and inactive mining areas were rehabilitated. In 2005, the buildings in the accommodation, office and process plant areas will be demolished and the wetland construction prepared. In 2006, the wetland construction and the channel from the Kelian River to the pit will be completed. Next, water will be directed from the Kelian River to fill up the pit, turning them into lakes. On the wetland, new plants will naturally filter out heavy metals, especially manganese, between the mining location and the Kelian River. This will be carried out between the years 2007 and 2008. We hope the lands will be green and fertile again in the next few years, and the surrounding water catchments will act as a protective home for animals. From the very start, we realize that our success depends on our employees, who have become one of our biggest concerns. Before making our employees redundant, a survey was conducted in order to understand their thoughts and anxieties. Apart from the negotiated generation payment package, KEM also provides counseling and mine closure training. This includes everything from sewing, agribusiness, animal husbandry and farming, to other small and independent businesses. Genius is an operator in KEM's process plant department who's attending our farming course. As a result, he's not only capable of being a modern farmer, but he's also able to produce good quality corn. After his initial success, he's now trying to grow rice.
Kalau bantuan dari KEM itu seperti jonder, pupuk, teknisnya itu bantuan dari KEM. Kalau dulu saya memang petani tradisional gitu.
A few years ago, Laura was an operator in KEM's radio room. But now, she's already a successful restaurant entrepreneur, owning 3 restaurants in different places. She gained her knowledge from attending the mine closure training program for small businesses.
Dulu di Kelian saya dapat pelatihan ada beberapa macam pelatihan, tapi yang sangat mendukung usaha saya yaitu small business. Saya ikut small business 1 sampai 2. Jadi ya bersyukur sekali. Saya juga berterima kasih kepada manajemen PT Kelian yang punya perhatian untuk semua karyawannya.
Kem always tries to have constructive interaction with the local community. While Kem operates in a predominantly Dayak region, the religious and ethnic diversity of the community is a living record of the social history of the Dayak groups and other populations that have made West Kutai their home. Today, local Dayak groups share their land with a mix of cultures from elsewhere in Kalimantan and parts of the archipelago. We support community development, working together on a basis of mutual respect, active partnership, and long-term commitment to the sustainable future. We also focus on completing all the committed infrastructure projects and on processing the capacity building projects in the villages that will be impacted by the closure process. In addition, other facilities and programs are to be coordinated by the Yayasan Anum Leo and funded by Kem. Kem has continued to support a food security program to help 28 villages overcome potential food shortages associated with farm practices which are not fully productive. This program is targeted to develop a total of 420 hectares of upland rice and uses a rotational system of secondary crops. And as we are very concerned about education, here we provide a sustainable alternative solution. As decided through MCSC, school bus services by Kem have been replaced by a student's dormitory for long-term benefit.
Kem sejak dari awal berupaya untuk mengakhiri operasi tambangnya secara bertanggung jawab dan akan mewujudkan pembangunan berkelanjutan bagi masyarakat Kutai Barat. Kem telah dan akan menerapkan sejumlah langkah pengelolaan lingkungan yang bertanggung jawab dan memenuhi standar yang ditetapkan pemerintah Indonesia dan terutama ditujukan untuk keamanan lingkungan sekitar tambang serta menciptakan rasa aman pada masyarakat setelah operasi Kem berakhir. Kem sesuai arahan Komite Pengarah Pengakhiran Tambang telah mengalokasikan sejumlah dana abadi untuk biaya pengakhiran tambang, program kemasyarakatan selama masa transisi, dan pemeliharaan jangka panjang. Semua pihak tentunya berharap agar pengakhiran Kem bisa berjalan dengan baik dan penuh tanggung jawab, serta akan memberikan manfaat optimal bagi semua stakeholdernya. Untuk tujuan tersebut di atas, saya yakin Kem memerlukan dukungan dan kerjasama pemerintah dan masyarakat agar semua langkah dalam program pengakhiran Kem bisa berjalan sesuai dengan rencana dan harapan kita semua, dan juga agar manfaat dari program-program Kem tersebut tetap bisa dirasakan dalam jangka panjang.